Okay. Um, one last thing is clothing. So, skinning clothing to the mesh is going to be, or skinning clothing to the rig is same methodology as what we've already done. Um, what we can do, what we can basically do is go in and actually kind of do a little bit of a shortcut and actually apply a lot of the weight painting we've already done to the body, actually to the t-shirt mesh or pants mesh or whatever your clothing is. We can kind of sort of shortcut slightly to take care of some of the weight painting that we might run into. It's not going to be perfect, but it can help. It can certainly help. So that can be an option. So what we'll do is I need to actually make this a part of, or I need to get this already skinned. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on joints. Let's turn on our joints. And I need to zero out that mesh, make sure it's good and even. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the shirt. And I'm going to basically grab applicable joints. And when I say applicable joints, I mean joints that it's going to be interacting with. So like the feet on a shirt doesn't really, doesn't really matter, doesn't really work. But, follicle joints definitely would. Neck joints, probably not so much. Okay. And then let's go and open up. Skinning shoulder, skinning elbow, skinning. Now we'll do skinning wrist. Right, skinning shoulder, skinning elbow, skinning wrist. And that should be good. I'm going to go skin, bind skin. Selected joints, closest distance. Boom. All right. So we'll see. You see, it's skinned, but it's not. It's not doing the same thing we did, with that mesh. So what we should be able to do is grab the source mesh, grab our destination mesh, which is going to be the t-shirt, and then under skin, we should be able to copy skin weights. You'll see, big difference. Look at that. Is it perfect? No, not perfect, but can definitely get you a heck of a lot closer than where you were before. And so this kind of makes sense of like why you might want to spend a lot of time weight painting, your first piece when you can get this done um, pretty quickly and pretty easily. So it looks pretty good, right? All right. One thing I did want to talk about is we do have a little bit of organization, and I'll just kind of talk about how I like to organize my display layers for a finished rig. So right here we have a whole bunch of display layers. I'm going to go to delete unused layers, and I'm actually going to just basically delete most of the layers. Okay, I'm going to have a mesh layer, a joint layer, and a control layer. Okay, so I can turn them off or turn them on whenever I need to. Sometimes I'll also have a clothing layer, so if I need to like remove the clothing off a character for whatever reason, I can do that. Um, really just kind of depends on how you want to approach it, but it works fairly well for me. So I'm going to go and do, let's put that shirt geo here in the mesh group. So we'll do a joints group, and that's going to include the miscellaneous group as well. So I'm going to grab miscellaneous group and joints group. So that way I can turn them off and on. I can also lock them if I need to. I'm just going to call them joints group. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and name it that. Oh, I'm sorry. Joints layer is what I need. I've already got joints group, joints layer. And then I'm going to do my mesh group or mesh layer. I'm going to add the selected objects so I can turn everything off and on. And then controllers group. That is going to be its own layer called, can you guess? Can you guess? Controllers layer. Okay. So in theory, should be able to turn everything off and on. You go and save it, and we're good to go. Let's just save it as new one. And remember with this, you can just weight paint it if you need to. It has a skin cluster. Just weight paint it as you would normally need to do weight painting. So other than that, that should be the end of the rig. If you reached this far, congratulations. I think we're done.